So hello guys, this is me Abhi Dwivedi and you are listening me on Extended Reality Developers of India's YouTube channel and Zoom meeting. We are hosting the fifth day of our masterclass. This is the fifth day, and in this day you are going to build your first augmented reality app. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be plenty fun, but I would like to start the session by apologizing about I'm not showing my face today because I'm not really in a representable condition. Actually, I'm having some fever and I don't want you guys to discussed by looking at my running nose or something. Okay, so yeah, we are good to go, and I'm really happy to host you. So let's begin the session. All right, let me start sharing my screen, and now you can see that already. Okay, so cool. First, do you guys have any questions from the previous session? If you guys have some, please do ask. Any question, guys? So if you guys or yeah, sure, amazing.
For the login button, it's not opening, saying that it's doing something and saying error.
Okay, so maybe your phone does not support the AR core functionality because we are using AR core in Angpatra. If suppose your phone does not have AR core, it will re-guide you to a Play Store Play Store place. Okay, and the Play Store will tell you that your device is not capable to run that. Okay, but if you suppose came into touch with our latest device, by latest device I mean any device which is after 2019 or something, so they usually have the AR core capabilities.
Yes,
Okay, so does your phone has AR core? Have you tested any other app on that?
I have tested.
So Pokemon Go is not an AR core app. Okay, Pokemon Go does not use AR core. In fact, Pokemon Go does not use any sort of image processing. Okay, the earlier versions was not.
So I have used IKEA one.
Okay, you have used IKEA one. I'm not really sure that IKEA using AR core or not.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
that
Was
that uses.
shifting project.
All right, then it should work. Okay, okay, all right, I got it. What the error you might be getting, make sure you add the developer mode on. Okay,
Oh, yes, sir.
okay, because this is not on Play Store, it's an external developer app. Then the problem is that you might not have enabled the developer mode on your phone. This is why you might be getting into this issue. All right,
Yes, sir.
I hope that answers. Let's try that again and get back to me if it doesn't work. Any other question, guys? So we did 4 sessions so far. This is our 5th session, and this is going to be the second practical session in which you are going to build your app about augmented reality. Okay, about augmented reality we have had a conversation before. I gave you the mindset, the perspective of dealing with virtual reality and augmented reality app. We talked about some of the gadgets which are available in both the spectrum of virtual reality and augmented reality. Okay, so today we are more likely to build this first augmented reality program, but before building that, I'm going to give you again a reminder, because theories are really important. You can anywhere find tons of tutorial about how to build an augmented reality app, but the perspective of what sort of perspective you should have when you are tackling with those apps, that is really crucial, and that is what I'm trying to give you guys. Okay, so let's go one more. I'm not going to take much going to spend much time in theory, but let's go over it. Okay, so augmented reality, as I already told you, what is augmented reality? The merge of virtual world within the real world, which means the goal is to take out some virtual components and merge it with real world. Okay, this is our final goal, and we talked about 3 components which are very crucial to build augmented reality. Here are some of the examples which I have for you guys. Okay, I'm not I think I can play this. Okay, so this is an augmented reality application, as you may see. Hold on, let me do not is happening. All right, sorry guys, I should run it in this mode only. All right, so This is an augmented reality app, and here is a visiting card. All right, so let's see what happens when you see this visiting card with a special app, which is an augmented reality app without of instead of normal camera. So whenever you show your camera, show your app, show your card to the camera, it does this. It basically drops a model in front of that. This card belongs to a performing art specialist, a dancer, so I added her portfolio on that. All right, I'm going to mute the song, but as you can see, the whole videos can be added to these sort of. So this is a different video, and now this is another video which is running. Okay, so these sort of applications could be built, and as you know, the visiting card has a limited amount of data storing capabilities. I have already showed this version in previous sessions, so I'm not going to repeat that. Okay, so visiting card can store very limited amount of data, all right, like your name, your company's address, your phone number and all that. But with this technology, I am trying to add more and more information on just one visiting card. All right, so here you can say I can run some slideshows. Here I can represent company names and all that. Here I can represent social media link. When somebody tap on that, it will be redirected to your social media. All right, so these sort of demos are available. And also I showed you guys this demo. This is the Ankpatra which somebody asked a question about. All right, this is one of built by one of my friend. All right, so let's see how this works. Okay, so as you can see, there is a marker on his hand. All right, there is a, now you can see there is a sort of sticker on his hand. Okay, you call it sticker, but I would prefer calling it a marker. Okay, so whatever the app is, the app's job is to detect where this sticker is. App does not recognize anything apart from this sticker only. Okay, so app find this sticker, app localize this sticker, and since it localizes, it gives you a point, and on that point you can basically spawn any object. So in this case it's a 3D watch. Got it? Now let's talk about next. Okay, so as you remember from the last session, I talked about this augmented reality should consist of three things, which is reality, intelligence, and enhancement, or as advancement, or augmentation, whatever you would like to call, or computer graphics, whatever you would like to call. Okay, so if you have these three things in your application, in your scenario, you have this, and you can call it an augmented reality experience. Okay, we did this experiment yesterday. Okay, since it has all three, even this is an augmented reality demo. All right, so I showed you this as well, so I'm not going to talk about that. If you want to look into that, go to the previous session if you somehow missed this session. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the intelligence part. So apart from that, you may understand the reality, okay, because that's a camera feed or a photo or anything like that. You may understand the augmentation because that is this part, like the graphic which you want to enhance with. Okay, but you might not understand the intelligence. Here we are going to focus in this slide about intelligence. Okay, so as I already said, it could be any type. Okay, so it could include humans. There are plenty of examples, especially in medical science. Okay, in medical application, we take the humans understanding of humans visual system. Okay, human can is very good to recognize things. Human are very good to differentiate between objects, shapes and all that. Okay, we have a very good sensory system, so we take advantage of that, and we tell human to suppose, let me know where are eyes, okay, or eyes is a very lame example, but we actually find things like vertebrals and all those things, okay. So where are ventricular, where are the gray area of brain and all those, okay. So eyes are not a very good option, but that's what we have, okay. So if you want to do some sort of segmentation, so tell human to pick or tap on the area which he want to define, and tap that and make some name, okay. So this is also known as annotation. So in annotation, what we are doing, we are using the intelligence of a human. All right, now we are going to talk about algorithms, okay. So there are all these all these examples which are either marker based or markerless. I'm going to talk about what are those, okay. So these are based on computer vision algorithms. As I already told you, there are something called computer vision algorithm, and computer vision is the science of understanding what is visible in an image, okay. For example, if I search computer vision, so hold on, just so, all right. So here the computer is trying to detect what is visible in the image, and it's a very hard job, okay. It's not a very easy job. This is a deep learning based computer vision model, okay. This is not a classical computer vision model. Here, what when I'm saying about computer vision, I'm talking about the classical one, okay. And what is the difference between two, tell you. So suppose if I go again on image pixel values, as you may already see this, okay, there is an image and this is the color value of this is the color value of these pixel, or you can here see these are the color values of different pixels. All right, so for a computer, image is nothing but these color values, okay. There's nothing but these color values. So whatever the operation the computer vision algorithm has to do, has to deal with these numbers, okay, nothing else but these numbers. So based we develop some sort of mathematical calculations. For example, finding pattern, we can find patterns like circles and all, okay. So for example, we can do okay, which pixel is brighter, which pixel is not brighter, and we can make a map, okay. So there is a map. Wherever the pixel is bright, it's 255. Wherever the pixel is light, then it's 0, okay, something like that. So based on that map, we can detect shapes. There is an algorithm to detect shape, okay. Circle, intersection and all those are the algorithm which help you to detect shape. And there are algorithms like Sobel operators and all those, okay. Edge detection algorithms like Sobel operator, Sobel kernel. All right, so these are Sobel kernel, and when you pass a image through a Sobel kernel, it becomes like this, and you can then find shape in this easily. Like you can find a circle, you can find all that, okay. So now let's talk about what are image markers, okay. Sorry. All right, so if I talk about computer vision image marker, what are these, okay. So these are all sort of images. As you can see, they are just black and white. Why just one color? Because it's easy when you are dealing with just one color, just one single channel. And in black and white are those colors which are very easy to distinguishable. If you have a gradient of color, it's hard to distinguishable from algorithms. But if you have these sort of binary images, as we call, like black and white images, you can easily detect shapes in them. Algorithms are easily able to detect shape in them. For example, if you pass a Sobel filter, you will get some values, you will know where are the edge, and then you will save that those values as a model, okay. What we call a
Is it like a QR code?
It's exactly like a QR code, because QR code is also a marker, okay. So any black and white image is actually a marker, okay. We can relate suppose let me also guide you. QR code is an standard of recognition, okay. For example, based on what amount of pixels are black and white, like in this one, what amount of pixels are black, what amount of pixels are white, based on that you can encode some information, okay. that this many black pixels and this many white pixels, set of these in this particular arrangement represent this amount of data, right? So you can unwrap any amount of data and assign or generate some pixels based on that. There is an algorithm for that as well. Okay, so similarly, these are the markers, and why we use black and white images, because they are very easy to detect. All right, they are very this is a very hard image to detect. For example, if I go for any image, if you see this image, this in this image, this segmentation is going to be very easy. This is why we use markers. Got it? Okay. So
but how can we data
in the QR code?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for example, you remember the ASCII code problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so ASCII code is nothing but a map. All right. Yes. Similarly, QR code is nothing but a map. All right. Suppose in any QR code there are 3 dots, okay, like this, and one is not colored. Okay, why so? If you find any QR code in the world, for example, if I search QR code, so as you can already see, 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, but this one is not a square and in a square. Okay, as you can see, this one thing is common with all. Why? Does anyone know? No. Okay, these are the standard for machines to know, for camera to know. No matter whichever orientation you open the QR code, if you have the 3 points 1, 2 and 3, you can know that which type side is correct, correct side up. Okay, for example, if you can detect these 3, okay, you can tell this is correct side up. For example, if let me just download this image. Okay, I hope I have a rotator tool. I'm trying to do something. Does this this has a rotator tool. If I rotate it this way, now still you know that this is the left, this should be at bottom here, this should be at bottom here, this should be at right. So 1, 2, 3, it always know that this should be at bottom. Okay, no matter in which orientation you present, it knows that this side is up. Okay, in whatever the orientation you present, the machine will know that this side is up, because this can be blank only at this part. Okay, so it will rotate and correct the image correctly in its own algorithms. Okay, then rest of the data represent similar maps. Okay, as we defined that these images are some sort of maps, and these 3 dots has a meaning to orient. So in these 3 dots there are no data being stored. All right, so now let's talk about what are these. If you drop a pixel, it means something. So whatever the data is being represented, you convert that data into a representation of 0 and 1, and it's not ASCII, it's a different mechanism. You can search for that, and that's how you convert. It's also a map similar to ASCII. Yes. All right, so we were talking about these images because these are very easy to detect. Now it's known as markers, and now they are used as augmented reality markers. But like if I want to use image like this is a much harder problem, and this is a harder problem than marker. Okay, computer vision has to perform a lot of calculation to do this. For example, this card has very less features. Why I can't pause it? Okay. This card, as you can see, this is very hard to detect because it has very less unique features. Okay, these are very less unique features, but in a marker that is very easily differentiated between the marker will exactly know that where the card is, in which orientation the card is. But now the algorithms are mature enough, as you can see now it's very hard to detect this card, but now the algorithms are mature enough that they can also detect these cards and all these real images, not the binary and marker. Okay, so now they are much better. Okay, got it? So that's why you can also replace the market with images or objects as well. Okay, let's talk about so when you use some sort of any sort of image, even this is not considered as a marker. even this is called as a marker. Okay,
So that
yeah, surely. Now let's talk about, since we now know what are these algorithms and how they work. The third, we these are the previous computational computer vision algorithm, in which you build some sort of model, like what we are trying to detect, okay, from the source image, and then you find that model in whatever the image it is presented, and if that matches, you say okay, this object is here, and then you do the augmentation. Okay, now let's talk about deep learning. Okay, so in deep learning we use deep learning with augmented reality a lot, because with deep learning it could, there is no the method of creating a model using a source image or marker is eliminated in this. So if you train it on some sort of data, it could understand what are the features consist on this data. Okay, I'm going to show you this example. Okay, this is one of my friend Ritesh Kanji, and if we are doing an augmented reality session, it's not possible to mention him. uh, okay, so he is right now using a algorithm called YOLO. Okay, it means you look only once. Okay, so what are the output of this algorithm? Let me just show some of the output. I think yeah, in this one, here it is. As you can see, it can segment the bikes, it can segment the motorcycle. It is 99% sure, and it's representing, localizing the motorcycle and representing some information about the model and all that. Similarly, that is happening with cars as well. So this model is trained to detect that. So uh, as you already know how the thing works, and as you already know, it's very complicated, so we have some helper classes, uh, help, we get some help in this. Like, we have libraries, and each library has some unique sort of work. Okay, so in some cases you required some libraries, in some cases you required others. So now let's talk about in which case you want, which one you might want. Yeah. Yes, you can implement TensorFlow with Unity, and Ritesh Kanji had a very great video related to that as well. Though he provide paid courses, but they are worth checking out. So I'll definitely do one session about that as well. But in this session, we are going to cover, a lot more about these perspective, like computer vision library. So there are bunch of computer vision libraries like Vuforia. Vuforia is good for image targets. If you are working with markers and image targets, this is your good. You are good to go with Vuforia. Advantage of Vuforia is that you don't require advanced hardware. You don't require AR core capability. Okay. Then, if you are working for Apple, if you are working for Apple devices only, like iPhones, iPads, then it's better to use ARKit, because that's native and that works fast on Apple. Okay, Apple has some features like face detection and especially body detection. Now, because of LiDAR technology, they are also going to have the depth segmentation very correctly. They're very great, and you can also, they can also do uh, copy of an object. Let me show you, because I must show you that demo. So let me find that. I got off. Just, this is not wanted. Let me search the looking for. right? So see this one. So you can scan objects like he scanned his dog just from LiDAR and make a copy of it. Okay? So now he has two dogs. Wow. So in iPad and in Apple softwares, now we have from this very year, from this 2020, because it was not possible an year before, not possible very easy. Okay, there is something called photogrammetry through which you can do that, but that is not very easy. Okay, now iPads, the LiDAR on the iPad and iPhone 12 are making it much accessible, right? So you can scan object like this and make a copy.
So your voice seems heavy.
My voice seems
Heavy, sir.
very heavy. Yeah, that's supposed to. Actually, मेरा mic पूरा बाहर निकल गया. So is it better, Anian? No.
Yeah, sir, it's better.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, this was LiDAR, and if you are working on ARKit, you get to work with these sort of updates. All right. But again, you have to update the hardware as well. AR Core is there. AR Core is the Google's way of augmented reality, and this is my favorite because AR Core work on iOS and as well as Android. It works on both. It has Slam, which is one of my favorite invention. Okay, ARKit also has Slam. ARKit has almost everything. Face detection, plane targets. So suppose if we can do detect a face, we can project objects on that. We'll do this in the 7th session. Okay. If you can detect a plane, that where is a plane and where is not a plane, you can also project object on that and move the object on top of plane, like IKEA app. Okay, somebody mentioned that in the section, this talk. Location targets are also a thing, also known as I think web anchors or something, cloud anchors, something like that. Okay, so location based. So suppose if you drop some object in at one in your room, it will stay in your room for a long amount of time. And if somebody else will look it from their phone, they will also find the that particular object on their room. All right. So now let's talk about Apple and Android. So Apple and Android, if you want to work both, Unity has a solution called AR Foundation. On which we are going to work, because this has the Apple capabilities and the Android capabilities both. So if you are working on that, Unity has the easiest way to do that. Okay. Hand tracking, if you are specifically interested in hand tracking, use ManoMotion. Okay. So these are all sort of algorithms which are doing again, hand tracking is using deep learning. So if you want to get an API and work on an API which is using some sort of deep learning. Even ARKit in some cases uses a lot of deep learning, like specifically what I showed you, the depth sensing and the LiDAR. Some sort of deep learning and processing is being used there as well. HoloLens, on HoloLens, it's my favorite. The MRTK detects hands. MRTK detects shapes, objects, rooms. It has the cloud anchoring and all those things. Geoglass has some limitation, but it is a wonderful library at affordable price. Okay. There is an old method which is called Kudan, and Kudan was known for Slam, because when previously, for I'm talking about the year 2015, 5 years back, there were no libraries to work with augmented reality. Either you have to code your own marker-based marker detection libraries, or you can use image targets of Vuforia or Kudan. Okay, so Kudan has these image targets, as well as Kudan was the first to introduce markerless AR. Okay, without depth sensing, without anything at all. Okay, so Kudan was my favorite, but again, it was very complicated to implement. And Kudan still is known as the room mapping and all those sort of things. The work you can do with a LiDAR, you can do that on a Kudan library. So that's worth checking out. And e-commerce, for e-commerce, you have Wikitude. For example, yeah, if you want to sell some shoes, you can register or make a Wikitude. You can put that on Wikitude. A large amount of e-commerce can be handled by that Wikitude library with AR. Alright, so these are all sort of libraries which I prefer. Okay, so today we are going to build one session on Slam. Okay, but if you want to build some more, for example, if you want to do the further, okay, what we are going to do is basically the 3 minute of this video. Okay, but there is plenty more of that as well. So I showed you this sort of demo. This is presented on XRDI channel, so you can definitely look for that as well. Okay, let me, I made this video on Independence Day, so let me just शासन से, इसका मतलब है आज हम 73 years of independence को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं. So happy Independence Day to all the viewers और आपको बहुत बहुत मुबारक. और इसके साथ ही हमने सोचा कि देश के राष्ट्रीय ध्वज को क्यों ना ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी की मदद से सम्मान और ट्रिब्यूट दिया जाए. तब इससे अच्छा यूज केस तो हमें मिल ही नहीं सकता. चलिए इस वीडियो में हम इसी के बारे में बात करते हैं और ये रहा ट्रिब्यूट. Right, so you can project इसके अंदर you can detect the planes wherever the plane surfaces are, and you can place the object on top of those plane surfaces. So this was the demo which was created by us, and it's a tutorial, so you can basically follow that and learn to do the same thing. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much it for the theoretical part. Now we are quickly going to build our first augmented reality app. Okay. So let me go to Unity. I'm not going to add, I'm going to create a new project to name it, suppose AR solar. Okay, because we are going to create a solar system.
Actually, I've tried the Unity package of AR version. So actually, I'm getting a problem when I'm adding a cube. It's saying that there's a plugin error.
Okay, I got it. I'm going to answer this in the setup. Okay.
Yes.
Any other question, guys? Because you guys are not asking very good questions. Since it's importing, I'm going to show you something. I'm getting a lot of messages from you guys. I'm really thankful to that, and I'm going to show some of the messages to you guys. So this is one of the message I got from Lakshmi, and he or she, whatever, said, of course you have done a great job. If we buy XR courses similar to this one online, it would cost us $175. $175 is around 14,000 rupees, but you are doing it for free, so thanks for that. And similar messages, I have got a lot of messages from you guys. I'm showing just 4.
Sir,
I have.
that's me, sir.
Oh, that's you. Amazing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's cool. There are only 3 sessions away, okay, and now 2. Okay. So a lot of people are missing this, and as I already said, we are going to have some sort of we have something for you for the last session. We'll discuss that in that one, because I'm just waiting for to start with you guys. Okay, so now let's talk about how to create a first augmented reality project. So what you have to do, go to build. First thing first, switch it to an Android platform. All right, this Unity version is not very stable. This is why you are getting these errors, but these errors are nothing. Okay, these are I don't know why these errors are. You did something messy. Okay, so just hit switch platform and it will switch to this Android platform. Right, so now you can build for Android, and I did the installation of Unity video, and if you follow that, you will get the capability to install or build on Android. There are few player settings which you have to care about if you are building for that. Okay. I'm going to go over that as well. So the first thing you may need is, let me mention a name quickly. this is how you basically define name and all that, but we are not interested in that. We are interested in these other settings. Make sure it's not using Vulkan, because you don't need Vulkan for AR core. Okay, second setting is going to be the version. Okay, right now it's using KitKat 4. So in KitKat there was no support of AR core, obviously, so make sure it's above 7. Okay, so above 7 anything is fine. API level 25, above than that, that's fine. So I did it to this API level 26, which is Oreo. So now make sure this is on auto, otherwise you will face a lot of problems. So it has to be on automatic selection, automatic highest version. Okay, and yeah, pretty much it. There is one more setting, but I'm going to talk about that later. Okay. So now let's build our scene. If you right click on that, you'll find there is UI, but there is no such thing as XR. So let's make our project XR capable. Okay, first. So how do you do that? There is something called package manager. If you don't have package manager, go on this and click on package manager. Okay, and when you click that, you'll get a window. You can dock it here. So now we are interested in a package, in what kind of project, what kind of package we are interested in. Make sure you switch it to Unity registry. Okay, and I'm really sorry, for just 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. All right, can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm going to search for AR Foundation. Okay, so the guy who asked about errors, you were getting errors because you just clicked on install. Okay, so don't do that. On that, here you will find an arrow. Click on that and install the latest version. Okay, it's a problem with Unity. Make sure you install the latest, otherwise you will get errors. Okay. So we are getting the latest version, which is updated 15th October. Okay. Good. 1 second. So for example, if I remove that, you will find that AR subsystems is automatically installed with it. Okay, if I search for that AR, hold on. Okay, so this is installed, and AR subsystem is, I think, converted into that now. Previously it used to be an AR subsystem, but since it's installing automatically, they might have inserted in this. Okay, next thing you might be interested in is either Android package or the iOS package. So iOS package is ARKit, Android package is AR Core. So for now we are building for Android. I'm going to select that. Again, latest version, otherwise you will get problems. Click on latest version of AR Core and install. Alright, it is installed. Okay, so now we are going to build our scene. Okay, now what you can notice is you already have this XR folder, and also if you right click on this and go to here, you see there is a new option called XR option. Okay, so now we don't need the traditional camera. Okay, because for XR you need to fetch the data from the reality cam, okay, which is the camera of your phone. So we remove this camera, and instead of that we are going to add from XR. We have to add two things. One is XR session. Okay? Without adding XR session, your XR is not created, which means it will not request your phone to allow the camera settings and all that. Okay? The next thing you need is XR origin. Okay, now these both are installed and we are ready to do something on this. Okay, you might saw that we are getting no output, but it's already a camera inside it. Okay, so output will be there. All right, so now let's add our scene, start building our scene. Yeah, as I already said, we are going to build a solar system. Okay, so let's create our sun. Okay, so let me create a 3D sphere. Okay, but now the problem is the sphere is overlapping the camera. Okay, as you may know, the camera has to be here somewhere. As you can see, this is our camera, and make sure this is at least 5 meters far, because in real space it's going to take the same amount of distance. Okay, it's 1 meter of size and 5 meter far, but this, since it's a sun, I'm going to scale it a little bit. Okay, all right, and let's put it even more further. Let's put it something like 7. All right, so now since it's the sun, make sure it's get that sort of material. So create a folder, and now we are going to name it material. Create material. All right, on this material we are going to name it, give a color on it. Okay. Maybe yellow, and start the emission and give a color for emission, and that's also going to be yellow. Okay, by the way, our sun is not yellow. All right, what color is our sun? Can anyone answer? White. Awesome, our sun is a white sun. Okay, but this looks yellow, and this looks pretty neat as yellow sun. Okay,
excuse me, sir, is this Unity's default workspace?
yeah, this is Unity's default workspace. This is not default. Let me tell you, this is 2 by 3. So right now it's 2 by 3. Okay, I'm adding my mic, and your mic is giving me some. Okay, tell me. Okay, you are getting the sphere. It's not visible on the game window, right? White. Okay, so make sure you have the albedo and emission property set it correctly, right?
Yes, sir, now I got it. It took some time.
All right. Okay, so now I'm going to create one more material. Create material. I'm getting a lot of pain in my stomach right now, but I don't know why. This is why I'm getting disturbed. But no issues. Let's make it do like Earth. But that's not convenient. So right now, to make this sphere, this is as big as this one, right? So now we have 2 spheres. Obviously, this Earth has to be very small, like 0.5, and same here, 0.5, and same here, 0.5. Okay. Now you can make this blue. All right. So this is our blue marble, and we obviously can follow, can have the relative distances, but Let me just do it this way. Right? Why we can't have the relative distances? Because the difference between the scale of sun and scale of earth is 107 or almost. So if you do that, the earth will be very, very tiny, the sun will be very, very big, and it's hard to render that, especially in AR, especially in real room, right? So I'm going to do some fictional scales here. So let's name your sun as sun. So this is my sun, none of your sun. Okay, and this is Earth. Alright, so what I'll do, I'll capture some textures. Okay. If you search for that, you get some amazing textures, right? So I'm going to capture this texture. Save image. Correct. Same I'm going to do with Earth. Again, an amazing Earth. 8K texture. I don't need that much either. Save image as Earth. And I'm going to do one more planet, which is Mars. You can definitely make 8 planets, but I'm going to do just these 3. Does anyone know that the Saturn has a hexagon on its ring?
Yes, sir. What, sir? Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me show you that. Right. So this is the north pole of Saturn, and it looks like a hexagon on the ring. It's like a hexagon on the north pole of Saturn. And these are actually the jet stream which are continuously running. So these yeah, it rotates like this. It's a GIF, so you can see it's a heat stream of gases which is rotating in a hexagon pattern. And it's a very unnatural shape, and a lot of people ask NASA a lot of questions about this, that why Saturn has this so creepy hexagon on there, but it's very natural. Okay, so now I'm going to import texture. Let me create a folder called texture. In the downloads, it should be, yeah. I'm going to import all these 3 textures in this folder. Alright, let's apply the sun texture on sun. No, not like this. Let me go on albedo of this. Okay, yeah, here on albedo, and I'm going to apply the sun texture. As you can see, now we have some details as well, and these details will be amplified if we reduce some sort of emission amount. So how do we do that? If we can either turn off this emission, okay, but it will make it very less okay, so real-time emission, and let me reduce
Yes, I
that
got it.
to a little less, little darker. Got it? So now it's much better. Okay. Now we have some sort of sun surface, and now add this texture to Earth. But with Earth, we are going to have one problem. We'll see. Okay, now what is the problem? Earth is blue, too much blue. Okay, so now we don't need this color. It's better. All right.
So, but still I'm getting to.
Blue, make sure you go on Earth. Okay, make sure you go on this thing, this guy. Okay, and instead of this blue color, select the white color. How do you select the white color? Go in
Yes,
this
sir.
corner. Then it will
Yes, I got
become
it.
fine. And also, what there's a creative thing which you can do. Make sure that your directional light, okay, is remove that directional light, I would say, and create a point light inside the sun. Create a 3D. Sorry, create a light, a point light, okay, and make sure the intensity range is too much, like range is like at least 25 meters, okay? And the intensity is much more than this. I think it's not working as the way expected, so don't remove directional light, okay, but it should work. Okay, the color also matters. Let me add that and add a directional light as well, because I don't want it to seem to be unlit. Okay, I guess yeah, let me see.
Sir, it is inside the object only.
No, that is fine. Inside object is totally fine in this case. For lights, I don't think. Yeah, it's inside. Okay, but I wanted it to be inside. Otherwise, how it will work? Otherwise, it's not. Okay, what else we can do is we can do a very creepy thing. We can add multiple these lights. As you, this is too much lit. As you may
So
already see.
directional light is better.
Yeah, directional light is better, but that's not how sun works, right? Sun works like that, but not you like.
You can add glow and a little transparency for the sun. Can't we increase the emission?
We emission is, I think, fine. Otherwise, you lose the texture details if you do that.
So I think intensity is more.
Intensity is fine. Okay, this will definitely not work. Let's go with traditional light. Okay, I'm not a lighting expert, but I wanted this, the inner part of this object not to be affected from light, but the outer should. Okay, then it will give you the same effect as the light. Let me try one more time if I could do that. Make the light inside and can we do it using some layers or something?
Is it possible to create like some kind of a light sphere and place it outside the sun around it?
Place what?
A light sphere kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's what we are doing. It's already a light sphere. Okay, the point light is a light sphere always. Okay. So what we can do is we can create one more layer. Right? What layer I'll create? I'll create add layer and go to sun. This is just the detailing. I want it to look like what I want. Okay, let me try this if this works. Yes, change. Okay. And make this not work on sun. So it's working on every other layer but not on sun. I hope that it will work much better this time. And point light is there. If I go ahead, the point light. What happened? Oh, again the point light reset it. Make sure the color is this color. It's working as the way I expected now. And make sure intensity is high. All right.
So what have you done?
Let me tell you. Okay, you will see better in AR. Okay, but real time is fine. Yeah, the intense. Oh, sorry, range should be 25, and this intensity should be 50. All right. 50 is too much. .8 is fine. All right, I want it to work from here. Okay, let me play with my camera a little bit. Okay, what I'm going to show you is this thing. If I move the camera origin somewhere here and rotate it, then you'll see the earth is lit. Okay, it's lit on this side but not on the other side.
Okay, this here it's like an it's night here. All right, on this part it's night, on the other part it's lit. So if you want to see the earth, you have to, it's just a detail which I have added. You can also not have it. Okay, yeah, so we are using the layer management system and other things to do that. I'm going to have some intensity in this, but very less intensity. How much I prefer, like 0.7 or something, 0.5. Okay, that is fine. Now we have this one working. We have the one earth, two earth. Okay, now we have to solve this, make this Mars. Have the texture on Mars has to be little behind. Okay, but I don't want it to go further than this. All right, this is perfect. So this and has to be Mars, right? Let me color, give this albedo. So now this is Mars. Oops, I did some mistake. All right, make sure you have the third texture, and you name this Mars, this new one. All right, and now you change the material on this one to be Mars material. Now this is blue and this is red. All right, now we have fixed the problem, and yeah, I think it's perfect. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll make the planet rotate, and it's a very easy task, as you may already know about scripting. So I'll create C# script. Oops, I did something wrong. Let me create a folder, separate folder for script. Yes. Okay, let's create a folder for script. Script is named as planet motion. All right. So what we need, how do we want the script to work? It's going to be a very simple code. Okay, what do we want? We want this function. So we want three variables, some sort of. Okay, so we need to tell the script that on what is the axis of rotation. Okay, so we need the sun, public transform. So it needs to know where is sun. Okay, then you can also now you can do your job. Okay,
So I know why they are using public.
If you don't use public, it will not be listed here. Okay, let me do this. When you write public, the script is working. Okay, I'm going to add this script on Mars. Now you can see sun is here. Okay, and you can drag the sun here in this section, so it will get linked. Okay, this is sun. All right, otherwise it will not know which object is sun. So now you have added sun. Now I'm going to do a job which is rotate around. This is a function called rotate around. It takes 3 parameters. All right, what sort of parameters it take? We are going to use this method of rotate around, this version of rotate around, which is going to be the point, okay, the axis and the angle. Okay, so now we are going to do that. Point is going to be sun. The axis is going to be transform dot not forward, transform dot left, you can say transform dot right. Okay, and the angle is going to be we have to mention something called speed, right? And that is it. If I go here, public sorry, float, and I can declare speed, at what speed this should rotate, right? Go back here, it's showing some error. What is the error? Oh, sorry, sun dot position. because sun is a transform, but sun dot position is a point. Okay, now the error is fixed. Now, as you were asking, if I didn't declare it public, for example, it's public now and it's visible here, but if I remove the public and save, then it will disappear. The speed variable
Yes.
will disappear. All right, so this is why we use public. Okay, so now let's test this code, if this code works. All right, so we have specified the, you can say we have specified the axis, we have specified the everything. Okay, we know now this code know where is sun, and I have to just simply tell him that rotate by 10 degrees per second. Sorry, 10, it's going to be rotated very fast. Okay, as you can see, it's rotating so fast, and it's rotating in the wrong axis. All right, so now what we have to fix, we have to do a few things, right? First thing what we have to do is make sure that it's multiplied by time, or delta time. Why do we do that? It will, for example, right now it's rotating 10 each frame, but when you do that, it will rotate 10 each second, and it's a different thing. All right, so let's also, the right is not the right axis, so let's we tell up, transform dot up, in up direction, or you can also say sun dot up, because both up is the same. Sun dot up, both should work. Now let's see. All right, as you can see, this is keeping the orientation, and it's rotating the sun. Right, if you're not happy with the speed, you can increase the speed. All right, now the speed is increased. All right, you can see, if you can see the solar eclipse and all that. All right, remember here you saw the shadow of sun and all that. Okay, so it looks really cool to me. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make sure the directional light is on, the intensity is a little more, yeah, 7 is fine. All right, it looks good to me, and this looks cool, this looks cool. Only thing is left, we have to specify some speed for this. Let's say 20. Okay, and we also have to specify some speed for earth, right? So I'm going to add this same script on this, and okay, I have added? Yes, specify where is sun, and add a speed of 15. I'm going to differentiate between these two speeds. Okay, and now it should be able to, both the planets will rotate on different speeds, but they will rotate. You got the idea? Now you can see the solar system is working, and now we are going to deploy this on a augmented reality platform, right? For that, yeah.
So that sun transform is basically the pivot, is it?
Yes, it's the axis, it's the pivot. Both are the same thing, right? Make sure you have added the scene here. All right, let's save the scene first. Okay, so it's saved in the scenes. Let's recall this scene as a solar system. Going to be reloaded. Solar system scene is added. Make sure, okay, if this is not added, press on this button, add open scene, it will be added. Go on player settings one more time, other settings. Okay, I'm just going to ensure that everything is fine. This API is needed, this API is needed. Yeah, rest of the things looks fine. Just one thing is left. Okay, in the, not in publish settings. Okay, they removed XR from here. Okay, so okay, there are XR settings, you can see. Okay, there are XR settings, but the XR setting, it says that XR settings are depreciated, it does not belong here now. So where are XR settings now? It's belong here. All right, you have to make sure you turn on this guy, okay, AR code, that you are using AR code. All right, and then you are good to build it. Okay, I'm going to give a name as solar XRDI. solar. Hold on, I have to give this name here as well, so that you let me add this into texture. Hold on just one second, I'm just working on completion, that everything should look fine. Save image, icon. Alright, I'm going to so that you can get the complete process. I'm doing this for you so that you could see the complete process. Here you can see there is an option for icon. I'm going to add an icon for you guys. Okay, so it's AR Solar. Okay, product name is AR Solar, but I'm going to name it AR Solar XRDI. You can also add your company name or something. Okay, and also we need to import that texture which we have downloaded. My dog is crying outside. Okay, in the texture I have to import it. So icon is now imported. Now I'm going to drag this icon here. It's a very bad icon, but that's all what I have right now. Okay, so yeah, we are done. Let's build it quickly. AR Solar and then XRDI. This is going to be the name of your application, and then save as an APK. The export is going to be so now it's building. Any question guys so far, since it's building right now? If I could answer some of your questions.
So is icon mandatory?
Not mandatory, but I would like to show you the process because I'm teaching you, and you might wonder that where can I add icon and all that. So I showed you the process. Icon is not mandatory. It will by default show Unity's icon if you don't add your own. All right.
Yes.
And again, I'm going to share this APK with you guys as well on the Discord channel, so you guys can also try the what we have created. Okay, so APK is hopefully built. Hold on. Is it not? I think build failed or something. It's already, there are so many unable to. This is not required. Let me try building one more time. Unity is giving some. Okay, it's already there. The APK is built. Right. This is our APK. So let me just get access to APK, and I hope I could show the output. This is our APK. First, let me transfer it to my phone, Android phone. So I'm going to use Android for that. Where is Android? Okay, cool. Now I'm going to drag this APK here, and it will install it on my phone. Just one second. I'm going to pick my phone as well. All right, yeah, so we are good to go. Add this here, and I'm also going to add the same APK to you guys on the Discord. So let me close Unity. Hopefully we don't need that. Hopefully the output should be fine. Okay, the APK on here is transferred. What the hell? Right, APK here is transferred, and I'm going to send APK to you guys on Discord as well. So on Discord you can find the APK inside. Let's say I'm going to create a new channel for you guys, and I'm going to name it XRDI demos. All right, so XRDI, and then demos. Okay, so in this I'm going to paste APK for you guys, and you can hold on, use it or download it here. What happened? Your file is too powerful, maximum size 8 MB. No issues, I'm going to upload that on a drive so that you guys can use it.
So can you also upload it on WhatsApp so that I can use on my phone?
No, I can't upload on WhatsApp. So in demos, I'm going to drop this link here. Okay. It's uploading for you guys. Meanwhile, let me share a screen of my phone. Hopefully, I think in this AirDroid, they most probably have a option. Let me share this APK with you guys as well. Get link, make it accessible for anyone, and copy this. Okay, so this link is going to be shared in Discord, and I'll share this link on WhatsApp. Yeah, so okay, this is the link for you guys, and I'm going to first going to find how to share screen with AirDroid. I think there is a way we can do that. This is non-root. Yeah. Remote control? No. I want to share screen. I think there is an option to share screen as well, right? In this application. File transfer. That is supported or Android. Okay, I got it. Record phone screen without this. Okay, hopefully it okay, it started. Now you guys can see the screen of my phone, hopefully. Connect kar bhai. So many windows. Any questions, guys? Till then you can ask if you guys have any question. You guys got link on Discord?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay, start installing that. And it's why it's not connecting? It should connect. It is already connected, but in fact.
Yes, sir, we receive a link on Discord.
Okay. If suppose it's not connected, let me just try install the app. Okay. And I'm going to record this video, send this to you guys, and show that what is the procedure, right? Where is the recording? I hate Android. I hate Android. On iPhone, it's much easier to do all this, but in Android, it's stupid. Just not straightforward. Okay, I'm capturing the screen. I'm opening my app. All right. So it's going to ask for allow access because it would like to access your camera. And sorry, my home is a little messy right now, but I'm going to allow that, and you can see. I can see
It's downloading in my phone.
Downloading in your phone. That's fine. You can see a big sun. I'm going to upload the video for you when it's recorded, and Mars is there, and the Earth is also coming here. Oh, cool. The lighting we worked on, it's absolutely worked, right? Okay, I'm going to share what I have recorded right now. I'm going to show on this. How do I end the recording? All right. I'm going to share this video with AirDroid. What the hell?
So it's coming, but it's not coming in AR. Let's say it's taking me to Google Play services.
Yeah,
for
which
AR.
means your phone is not supporting the AR core.
And it's saying that your device isn't compatible.
Yes, which means your device is not compatible. Okay, failed to receive. Why? Try one more time. What
Yes,
the
sir, I
hell?
can see the sun and earth, but it's like a black screen as in the output of the unit.
Awesome. Which means your phone, you need to update your phone, which means, okay, just one second. I'm trying to restart this AirDroid because I'm going to show you the output of this app.
So it's amazing, so but still.
No, it's not. If you don't see on AR, I'm just going to show you. Wait a second. Okay, hopefully. It's oh crap. I restarted it several times. Still it's showing that it's can't transfer. Failed to receive.
It's visible.
But it's not visible on my screen, right? Okay, I can access the folders, right? I can download from there. Where on earth are you? Is it in photos or something? Gallery में video है. Do you guys know where the video will go?
So you can do one thing, sir. You can just log in by your phone and share your screen.
No, I can't do that. I'm inside my phone. Where is the video? I want that video. Just one second. This is AirDroid, right? This is camera screen recording. No, this one not recordings. MP3. I'm going to share the video on something else, like XRDI India Drive. Okay. It's
So
up.
you can also do screen sharing.
I cannot do screen sharing. Okay, hopefully it's shared with. What's happening? I hate Android because of this reason. Okay. Okay, now it's sending. Now the Android is working fine. Okay, so you guys will be able to see it here. Okay, now it's downloading. Okay, so here is your video. This one. Yes, this one. All right, so this is your output. You have to allow this. Make sure you allow this, otherwise it will not work. It will show only black screen. So after you allow this, sorry, my room is really messy. Okay, but you can totally see the earth coming. You can see the lighting from the, this was Mars and this is the earth. You can see
So we can even add the text and the voice.
whatever you want to do, that's up to you. You can keep enhancing that. I gave you the understanding of how to build your first project in augmented reality. Hope you guys enjoyed this session, and please, we guys put a lot of effort in creating these sort of sessions, so do subscribe us on XRDI. The session is right now live. All right, so how do you subscribe that on XRDI? Go to YouTube, okay, search for XRDI, all right, and click that. Here you will see a subscribe button. Please make sure you do that.